Born again is a term we hear a lot today, but what would we think if we heard it for the first time? Jesus talked to a man named Nicodemus about being born again, but we don't have to imagine what his response was. It's recorded for us. He said, "How can a man be born when he's old? Surely he can't enter a second time into his mother's womb and be born again, can he?" But Jesus wasn't talking about physical birth. He was talking about spiritual birth. When we come to Jesus, He gives us a new life, and we're never the same again. New life is the N in the frieNd acrostic. But in order to have the new life, the old life has to die. The book of Romans teaches us that we must be buried with Jesus into His death, and then we'll be raised with Him into a new life. This is a picture of baptism. This is what God gave us to usher us into that new life with Christ. See, just as Jesus died, we also die to our sins, to our old self, to our way of doing things. And just as Jesus was buried, we are also buried in the water. And just as Jesus was raised back to life, we too are raised back out of the water into a new life. frieNd Weekend is almost here. And maybe you know some people who believe in Jesus or have even started to follow Him, but they've never been buried with Jesus in baptism. Pray that they would let the old self die, and that they would be ready to come up out of the water and experience the new life.